So since the oh shit wrong car video did so well, I kind of want to tell you guys about the whole time that I was at my friend Steve's house and with my other friends Dave, Matt, Kyle, and Max. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's basically going to be like a story kind of recap thing. So basically, like, the whole meetup thing was probably like the most anticipated thing of like 2016 for all of us, because like the whole plan was in the works since like December of 2015, where I was like, yo Steve, you think it's possible if I come up for like spring break? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I just gotta talk to my mom, you gotta talk to your dad, somebody has to bring you up because it's an hour drive away from my house. But he was like, yeah, I'm totally down if we can, meet up, make some videos, because Steve has his own channel, link in the description, and we wanted to make videos and hang out and stuff. So I basically had spoken to my dad, and I was like, yo Pop, like, I know these guys for a while now, it's been almost like a year and a half, and like we want to meet up and chill and hang out. And he was like, you know what, he's like, yeah, that's cool, as long as I get to meet the parents and they seem okay and everybody seems okay, then you can stay there for as long as you want. And I was like, yeah, I just want to be there from like Thursday to Sunday, because I did have school the Monday coming up, so it was like the Thursday in the middle of like spring break. So he was like, yeah, totally, just tell me when and I'll take you. And my dad was pretty like chill about it. Like he was more chill than I thought he was gonna be. He's like, you fucking play video games with them, you think you know them? Like, the fuck is this? And I was like, alright, chill, fam. I would have been like, alright, chill, fam. But so basically, my dad drove me up on a Thursday night, and we pull up to Steve's house. Mind you, Steve's house is like the most complex thing to get to, because like he lives on a golf course, and his like pathway to his driveway is like so small. It's like so skinny. Like you literally will drive past it. Like it's like a bike trail that you have to drive through. But like my dad was driving with the truck, so it was a little bit more difficult. So we drive through, and I text Steve. I was like, yo, I'm outside your house. He was like, word. Because like Steve doesn't even say okay or I. He just says word for everything. Like that's his new response, and I don't know why, but it's a him thing. So I pulled up, we came outside, bro. It was like the most awkward thing ever, because we had met each other before. Like we had been to the mall together, like in Palisades in New York. They came down to New York City for their spring break, and we met up and stuff. So it wasn't like we never saw each other, but it was like that moment where our parents were seeing each other. And we were just like, our parents were talking and stuff, and we were just standing there like in utter silence, just waiting for them to leave, like waiting for like my dad to leave and his parents to go their separate ways so we can actually chill, because it was like the time of tension. Like not tension, like there wasn't anything like going on, but it was like the time of like waiting for something to happen, like something to be like everything to be okay, because that's all we wanted was for everything to be okay. So I'm just staring at Steve. I was like, yo, I just spoke to you like 2 hours ago playing Call of Duty, but like it's cool to see you now. And I walked in, he was like, yo, we got pizza. I was like, lit. So we ate pizza. I met his sisters, and basically the whole plan for me to go up was we were just gonna play basketball and eat food all weekend. Like that's literally what the weekend was gonna be. So Steve had a basketball court in his driveway, so we pull out the ball. I started hitting him with the moves. You already know. I started hitting him with the crossover. I hit him with the layup, the jelly. And then Matt starts texting the group chat. He's like, yo, is Angel here yet? And I'm like, yeah, fam. And I texted him a picture of me and Steve. No, I texted him a picture of me sitting down on Steve's driveway, like facing the basketball court. And he was like, oh, word, I'm going to come over and chill. So everybody was like, yeah, we're going to come over. And then like 2 people didn't show up. Like Kyle fucking disappeared off the face of the earth. Dave had to go to a family party, and Matt was the only one who could come. So Matt came. Now this is when shit got funny, because Matt came and Matt had a vape. Now like Matt has a vape just because he likes, like, it's not like he's like, ooh, I'm cool, I vape, but he likes just like playing around with like the smoke that comes out of your mouth and shit, like the vapor. So we were playing around with it and shit, like we were vaping, and Steve's dad has like a toolbox, like a tool set. It's like a tool set, and it has like these little compartments where you put nails and like washers and nuts and stuff. So we opened one, and I think it was either Matt or me took like all, like we vaped for I would say we took in like maybe 15 minutes of like water vapor, and then like then like blew it out into like the container, and we closed it so it had no like escape. Then we were gonna open it up, and Steve's mom came, so I slammed that shit shut, and his mom was like, "Hey Matt," he was like, "Hi Matthew," and she's like, "There's pizza inside," because Steve's mom is probably the nicest lady I've ever met in my entire life. Like she's a complete like awesome lady. But she was like, you know, "Hi Matt, if you want, there's pizza inside. You guys okay?" Like she just wanted to check up on us, make sure everything was alright. But as she's speaking, like the vapor, like, cause I didn't close it all the way, I guess it got stuck on something, and the vapor was just seeping out in front of her, and she didn't notice. And I was like, "Oh my god, bro, I'm about to get cooked." Now I know it seems like pretty fucked up, like I'm going to somebody's house and fooling around, but Steve and Matt are over the age of 18, and I didn't know like Steve's mom had like a set of rules since I'm only 16. So like we had to be home by 12 o'clock, like we couldn't be out past 12 and stuff. Like there was stuff that we couldn't do because I was underage. I was like under 18. I'm not underage, but under 18. So we were just sitting there, and then as she walks away, I was like, "Matt, like let it go, like fuck, somebody breathe it in and puff it back out, like somebody get rid of it. I'm not trying to get in trouble." So basically that's what we did all Friday. We were just playing with the vape stick. Steve made a little cinematic. I'm gonna link the video in the description for like the weekend in life, the vlog that he made while I was up there. Then Friday came. Friday was pretty chill. Like basically it was me and Steve basically the whole day. We were just we went to McDonald's in the morning, had some food, then we went to the rec where there's like a huge basketball court and stuff, and we were shooting around, doing some like clips with his GoPro of basketball, like doing layups and stuff, and that was pretty fun. That's basically what we did Saturday. Instead we played basketball with everybody. Saturday came. Saturday, that's when Kyle pulled up, Max pulled up. I think Kyle chilled with us Friday too. Yeah, Kyle chilled with us for a little bit on Friday, but then Saturday is when we Saturdays when we went to go play we ate McDonald's in the morning again. Went to basketball we went to IHOP with Kyle. A little bit like 20 minutes away from Steve's house. Then we went home, got dressed. Steve edited a video, made a video with Steve, and then went back out. Went to Dave's house. Everybody met at Dave's house. We played a bunch of basketball on Dave's court because Dave has a flat ground court and Steve kind of lives on a sloped hill. So we played a whole bunch of basketball. Then we were like, "Yo, let's go for a late night run." So we end up going to McDonald's and just hanging out at McDonald's and stuff. Then we go to Steve's house. Then we went to Steve's house, and Steve had this like weird idea that because Steve has like this table in his basement where it's like air hockey, ping pong. But like somebody brought up the idea of beer pong, and we didn't actually use beer because Steve's parents were there. So Steve pulls up with like 2 bottles of Gatorade. He's like, "It's lit, fam," and I'm like, "No, this is cringy." But we actually played. It was actually pretty fun. Apparently Steve didn't know that you needed like red cups to hold the Gator in, so we were using Dixie cups, and it was spilling all over the place. It was mad retarded. But I mean, overall it was like an amazing weekend. It's probably like the best weekend of my life. If you guys wanted to know what happened Friday night, I'm gonna leave the video in the description. But hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, this is kind of like just a story I wanted to tell, like just because I always think about like that weekend and how much fun I had. But hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.